Good morning, my spicy friends. Guess what week it is? It's Halloween week. Today we have a special books, brew, and boo just for you. We are going to talk about how to scare away overwhelm. Last week, in one of my groups that I'm in, we were talking about overwhelm. This is the season for it the most, I feel like. You know, between all of the money needs for the holidays and all of the family events and the drama that can start occurring with that, it's just a really spicy time, right, for everyone. And we start to have our brains going on overload, and then it just circles and circles and circles. And if you're anything like me, where you've got menopause going on, maybe a little ADD, it's tough to keep it all in order. So I want to show you what I do when I'm feeling that sensation of overwhelm. One of my coaches, shout out to Crissy, says she doesn't do overwhelm. And I think that's a really good quality and concept to have. And the way that I don't do overwhelm is I try to get rid of it as soon as possible, right? When you start to have that feeling, you have to start taking care of it. And so here's what I do. I have a worksheet that I'm going to drop in the comments after this that you are welcome to print out and use for yourself. But the other thing you can do if you don't have a worksheet, I always have a notebook handy. And I even keep a notebook next to my bed in the middle of the night so that if I wake up and my mind starts racing, I can start putting things in there, or you can just use the phone section on your note. But on your phone, I mean. But I blew this up so you can kind of see what I do. So generally within my notebook or on the sheet that I'm giving you, I'm going to put the date and I'm going to do the tasks on the main largest section of the notebook, right? And then I'm going to save about a third of it on the side for notes. So what I do there is I jot down all the things in my brain that are making me crazy, right? The things that are circling. It's going to be work. It's going to be business in general. It's going to be family stuff. It might even be what we're going to eat for dinner. So anything that I'm worried I'm going to forget or that's bugging me, I write it all down on here. And I find, especially if it wakes me up at night, once I get everything out on paper, just that first step alone makes me feel so much better. Just, it's almost like when you vent to your BFF or your husband about something, it's like the overwhelm vent, right? You just get it all out, get it on the paper. So after that step, what I do is I typically walk away. I walk away from it, go do something else, and then I come back to it and I get out my colored pens, my highlighters, sticky notes, whatever it takes. I go through the list and then I kind of try to prioritize it. Now, the sheet that I'm going to send you has some check marks for prioritizing on there, but I go through the list and prioritize it. And then after that, I start plugging it into my calendar. Now, I have both a digital and a hard copy of a calendar. And then for work, I even have a whole different content planner thing. So it depends on what is on that list, right? Whether it's business, personal, or for clients, as to where I'm going to put those notes. But I start putting it into the organization systems that I need to have. One thing that really helps that I want to show you is this monster calendar. Now, I don't always use these sheets. As you can see, April is empty. But look at this thing. This puppy is poster size. It's 2 feet by 3 feet, I believe. And what I do is when I'm feeling that overwhelm, once I get the calendar stuff done, and you'll see there are some that I've used. So it depends on the month and what I'm feeling. A lot of times I'll take one of those sheets, and because it's so huge, I just feel like I need that extra space for writing things down. And again, once you start planning it out, and you prioritize it, you will feel so much better. You will release some of those cortisol, stress hormones probably, and you're just going to do a lot better with it. So again, I'm going to have the photo of the sheet down there. If you prefer a PDF, just shoot me a DM and I'll send you the PDF because it might be easier to print. The other thing that I'm going to pop into the notes, I listen to a podcast. Let me see if I can find the name of it. It's the ADHD Friendly Show. And she was talking about Overwhelm last week, and she had a really neat strategy. I have not tried this yet, but I am going to share it with you because I thought it was really interesting. She basically does a voice note and sends it up to ChatGPT and asks for ChatGPT to analyze it. It's pretty interesting, and I may be explaining it wrong, so you'll have to listen, but I'll put the link in there, and if you try it, let me know how it goes. I'm going to try that this week as well. So again, let's try to start now to scare away the overwhelm that's going to inevitably come with the holidays by really thinking it through, planning it out, and prioritizing. Okay, if you need any other tips or want any suggestions on anything, let me know. Feel free to shoot me a DM. I've also got my free 10-step ebook that's going to be in the notes. So lots of fun things happening right now. Have a great day. Have a wonderful week and a very happy Halloween. Talk to you soon.